Hey guys, Coach Life here again with some more oxygen not included on Volcanea. As you'll see in the top left, I've queued up a bit of construction. I've set up a rocket to go, research rocket to go for 20,000 kilometers, and getting the liquid hydrogen and oxygen started. Although I'm going to drop the priority down on all of that to priority 7, except for the plumbing. The plumbing can just remain as is, or should I say ventilation. That can stay as is, because getting that run is ready for the changeover is always the one you leave till the last minute, and then it takes forever to do. So what we've got here, I've got 2 petroleum rockets that I'm setting up. This one will be a liquid hydrogen one for going to any distant planets. This rocket's come back from the second planet now, and what we've got, first one we've got fullerene and niobium, as I showed you before, and this one's got refined carbon, coal, diamond and fullerene. So we should be able to get plenty of supercoolant out of this anyway. So these two will be set up to go to those 2 planets, at least initially. Star map wise, the research rocket will be off to that one. I don't know whether I'll bother with that one. This one we're definitely going to at least look at and see what's there. So I'm losing my voice a bit again. I've had very little sleep last night, so yeah, I'm suffering a bit today. It's Sunday here. So you will probably be getting my 2 episodes that I recorded yesterday, or you will have just got them. So I've got no idea what the response to those has been, so hopefully this one will be you'll be looking forward to this one as well. Cancel digging. So of course, as soon as I finish my polluted water tank, both the polluted water vents have gone dormant, as per usual. Not sure about this one. It's partially through an analysis, so I don't know what that will be doing when it's going live again. But yeah, so I'm going to get this rocket sent off. It's probably just fueling up at the moment. Yeah, it needs a bit more oxalite in that second run. It's already set to go, so as soon as it's fueled up, it has a major turner assigned to it, so it'll just zip off, I'm guessing. Just wait and see if that goes all right, and then we'll skip forward while I get all this building done. Do need a liquid fuel tank on here. I'll only need 1 fuel tank on these, because if it's only going to the first planet, you don't need too much fuel, which is good. And then obviously I need to run the plumbing from our petroleum line, which is just here. And I think, to be on the safe side, I will just run that in ceramic, because I can always recycle it later, and it's not like we're short of ceramic. So I'll just run that down from there. I'll run that one up in preparation. And we'll just go to there. Power wires for... actually I need to cancel that one, because that's no good there anymore, because I was going to put this gantry on this side, and I changed it at the last minute. So we'll now put that there, and we'll run this along here. Of course we'll need to dig that out, obviously. Like so. And as that's steel, we'll deconstruct that. No, just the power wires, I think. There we go. That will get us where we need to be on that one. Is this going or what? You still not got all your oxalite? Yes, you have got all your oxalite. Destination beyond reach. Oh, it probably hasn't got any steam. Yes, not got any steam. Actually, probably need to change the amount on that. No, I've already set it to the correct amount. So we can connect this up and hopefully we won't break the pipes. Yeah, it's 186, that should be fine. Don't think that'll be breaking the pipes at all. I've automated that from the smart battery, so it basically acts as a heat store now rather than doing that. But I probably ought to put a thermo sensor in there so it doesn't go too high, because we don't really want it going above 200. Iron should be fine for that, as long as I keep it over this side. I probably ought to make the automation wire out of iron as well. There we go. So I'm researching the cargo modules at the moment, but we're probably going to need some more data banks for that. I don't think we've got, yeah, we're out of data banks in reserve. We might have some in here already. Yeah, we're nearly out of data banks, so we won't be able to finish that until this rocket gets back from its mission, if it ever gets back, if it ever takes off. Oh, we've got a space artifact there. Come on, save game, hurry up. I can't believe I'm running this off a PCI X4 M.2 NVMe, would you? What time it takes. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, space artifact. Temperature? No, come on. Temperature is 159, so I think that'll be okay. We'll just need to bring it down to cool off. And I think we'll put it in here initially. So to do that you need to put a pedestal down, because you still can't do anything with them without pedestals. I think I'll just put a row of them in there. That'll bring it down to at least, you know, regular temperature, and then about 80 odd degrees, and then we'll take it from there. Come on, rocket. I'll skip forward till we're ready to launch that, I think. So, interesting fact, this just launched while it was disabled. Took another look, and I've actually messed up the automation. That should have been connected to there. So, never mind, there it goes. Just got to repair some things. Luckily it did trigger the doors, or I suppose it depends which way you look at it really. If it hadn't triggered the doors it wouldn't have launched. Never mind, at least I'll get it right on the other two rockets. That's 3 gantries to be repaired now. One, two, three, 4, 5. And then the next one should be the gantry. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is there, I believe. That should give me space for 2 cargo modules and a capsule. I'm hoping I've made that the right size. I did make these out ceramic, obviously, because not an awful lot will stand the heat of a hydrogen rocket. Oh, I doubt that smart bin is even working, as I haven't connected a power wire to it. Did all the automation. Failed to put the power wire on there. Good, good. All sorted now. So our slicksters are getting a little bit overcrowded down here. They're a little bit hacked off about it. Yeah, cramped. A lot of eggs in there, and hey, we'll just let them get on with it. They're not really there to be happy or anything. They're just there to consume any base carbon dioxide. So let me walk you through this liquid hydrogen and oxygen plant. So what we've got here, this is the one I have to use when I don't have any aluminium, because obviously aluminium piping is the preference. I could make the pipes out of thermium, which is just as good, but you don't really need it. So I've got 2 steel aqua tuners, and I've got a little tank at the bottom there which just stores if I decide to put extra coolant in there because it's struggling, then this will act as a balancing chamber. I haven't really needed to so far, so at the moment I just fill them to just regular full, and that's it. I leave these bricks out so that they can come in through here, use the ladders and build this side without getting trapped. Well, that's the plan. Doesn't always work out that way. I used to make these out of diamond, but to be honest, I don't see an awful lot of point. Gold is only marginally worse, and we're only talking about cooling these steam turbines, so gold is more than adequate for that. I think gold has a thermal conductivity of 60, and I think diamond is 80. So a diamond is a much rarer resource, so it doesn't make any sense to use diamond if you can use... Did I not make that out of... No, I didn't make it out of insulated. I suppose it doesn't matter really. So yeah, that's the overview. So what we've got here is 2 liquid pipe thermosensors. This one will be set for around 250 and this one will be set for 200. The hydrogen one's the dicey one. You have to keep an eye on it when it starts to condense. Just make sure it doesn't get too cold, because the hydrogen will turn into solid chunks in the bottom of the storage chamber. Once it gets over 250 kilograms per tile in there and 500 kilograms per tile, then the liquid pump starts circulating it round these loops. Now these are going to be the fueling loops when we put the rocket in, and of course longer term these will be converted to liquid hydrogen and oxygen as well, so we'll be running the ceramic pipes right the way across here. The only space materials you need are supercoolant, because it's the only coolant that will go down to minus 255. Even ethanol only goes down to minus 70 odd, something like that. So yeah. I've set the plumbing up in a specific way. This pipe will be used to fill these the steam chamber, the cooling chamber for the aqua tuners, and what I normally do is I put a liquid bridge across here so that I can just fill this side, and this side will fill first, which is the first side we're going to fire up, and then the next lot of supercoolant will go into this side. I used to make this whole thing out of ceramic, but I don't bother anymore. If I've got a lot of shove hole activity, then I'll make it all out of obsidian tiles, because there's the amount of times I used to make it out of ceramic and mafic and end up with shove holes running around inside, clagging it all up, you know, munching their way through the walls, vomiting on your liquid pumps and vomiting on your aqua tuners so that they get entombed. So they're a real pain in the butt, but we haven't really got any shove holes here. They've all pretty much been rounded up now. There might be a few over here, but well, we can find out. I don't believe we've got any more. Oh, we have got one over here. That's all right, he'll get wrangled up now. In fact, let's turn him into barbecue. We don't really need any more. We've got, I think we're about 20 odd in here. Yeah, 22 plus quite a few eggs. Well, let's shove all eggs. 12. So potentially we've got 34 shove holes in there, which is loads. Of course, we're not short of hatches either. And we're certainly not short of calories. 1.5 million surf and turf. 822,000 barbecue. The only thing we're missing is frost buns. So I may need to set up a proper sleet wheat farm at some stage, just to make sure we've got enough. I'm not sure where I'll put it. Probably down here, but it's such a long way away. It's cold enough down here though, isn't it? And it won't be, it'll be pit planted anyway, it's not a regular one. Just thinking we could probably, yeah. The trouble is this is all going to be melted soon anyway, so, well, not soon, but over the next few hundred cycles. Yeah, there's no sleet wheat left in there. None really in there. Yeah, we might have to create our own. But you see, that's not a problem now. You see, we can use supercoolant to just create ice tiles. So you just leave a puddle of water on the ground, run your supercoolant through it, and it just freezes it. And then you just plant with your pips. It's a doddle. I mean, you don't even either that, or you can use your natural tiles mod. It doesn't really matter which. I think there is a slight advantage to using the supercoolant method because it won't thaw out, whereas with the natural tiles, a lot of the time it just starts thawing after a while. Right, we can deconstruct that now. Put a bunker tile back in. Is that polluted dirt? No, it's all algae. Got a mirth leaf plant there we can uproot. Go into the stock of useful seeds. And we've got access to all these pinch pepper nuts now as well. How many's there? 64 kilos. 24 kilos. 2 kilos. 1 kilo. 2 kilos. Yeah, there's lots of pinch pepper nuts up there. Another 4 kilos. Probably a load in there as well. That's probably, yeah, 84 kilos. Except we can't do anything with them other than make coffee. Is that not got any? Oh, look, I haven't connected that up. What a dunce. That's the trouble is I try and do too many things at once. It's a nightmare. If I could give one tip to new people on this, just focus on one thing. Deal with each thing individually. If you deal with it like that, you won't end up doing what I do, which is missing loads of bits and getting stuff half finished and then going, oh, thought I did that 30 cycles ago. So yeah, that's tip of the day. Just focus on one thing. You can, once you've got more experience, do it, but yeah, don't try and video it at the same time, because as soon as you start videoing it, it all goes out the window. How many stone hatchling eggs have we got now? 77. Crikey. Yeah. So we want to take on some more dupes, really, don't we? When's the next print? Oh, 90 seconds. Let's see what we've got then. And then we'll fast forward until we get some... Oh, solid oxidized tank. No. Don't want 2,700 kilos in there. I'll leave it at 886 for now, because I don't want you taking it out, throwing it on the floor. Right, we'll put that in. We can't do cargo bays yet, so that's no point. Do you know what? I could have just double stacked these, couldn't I? There's more than enough room to put 2 there. So if that comes to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. Let me just pace out what. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's do it the easy way. Missed that, didn't I? Let's try it again. Why are you not all buildings? Well, that's bizarre. Let's try it on this one over here. It should be able to snapshot from just a blueprint. There we go. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 segments. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be enough for 3 fuel tanks and 2 cargo bays. Yeah, that solves my can't get many rockets in problem. We'll just stack them on top of each other. Definitely that will work. Excellent. Another problem solved. I do love doing the automation for that. It's great fun. Right, how long have we got for that rocket to come back? 3.2 cycles. Right, we'll skip forward on that then. Stick it on triple speed so it all happens quickly. $72 kilos. Ah, hang on, these. I wonder if those were the same. Multiple stacks on the same tile. Yeah, they were. There's tons of them there. Wow. Anyway, skipping forward to till the rocket returns. Okay, so guess which dumbass built the second rocket in the wrong place and is now losing all of his oxalite. Oh god. Lack of sleep. Not a good thing. Anyway, our rocket should be back fairly shortly. 89%, yep. 0.6 cycles. Awesome. Ooh, printing pod. Lyra, building tiding, caregiver, irritable bowel, biohazardous, sparkle streaker. Water, Camille, twinkle toes, early bird, squeamish, sparkle streaker, and 7 excavation. Do we need another digger? Yeah, we'll take another digger, I think. We've got 3 more spots left, so we can take 1 digger, 1 rancher, 1 operator, I think. So this will be our digger. Let's make sure she goes on an early bird schedule. Of which there's plenty to choose from. Major Rowan's going to be in an astronaut soon, so we'll put Camille on that one. Have I got an astronaut schedule yet? No, I haven't. About time I did. So we've got Major Rowan can go on that one, which is pretty much the same as oh god, schedule. It doesn't need a... I think we'll just stagger it with the others. I think we've got much front end loading, so I think we'll go downtime. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh, you're a morning person as well, aren't you? So that will do. It won't make any difference once you're in a spaceship, which will be fairly soon. Right, skills. Camille. We'll do your normal training up first. So that means you're going to be locked in. Until you've trained up, which is this one, I think. Camille, late. Oh, no, also, no, I don't need to set a top door on that one because it's not got a top door. But do on this one. There we go. Whoa. Who's that? Frankie. 29. Look at that. Sparkle streaking and sparkle flattered. That's worth 110 run speed. He's just buffing everyone with sparkle flattered as he runs around the base. Awesome. You see why I favour that over everything else now, can't you? Right, now this one, is it off? Yes, it is. Oh, we've got another load of broken ladders now. Right, that's at 307. Copy settings. That's at 307. There we go. Right, power wire steel. No, on the bottom. Oh, really? Thank you. Right, that should be an... Oh, we've got a vacillator recharge. Cool. Have we built any of those podiums yet? No, we haven't. Probably the priority 1. Yeah, I thought as much. Oh dear, and that's priority 1. And that's priority 1. Right, this one just needs a new destination. Oh, we've got... we'll just go for the research modules then, I guess, so might as well at least use it. Right, we have our cargo module research done. So, oh my god, we've got... Yes, are you launching? Ooh. Why are those doors open? mess this automation up completely. That's why I'm getting so much rocket damage. Meteor damage, rather. That's the one that should be connected to the doors. That explains why everything down here is getting absolutely pummeled by meteors, and I couldn't work it out. Should have checked, shouldn't I? Hey ho. Telescope. Let's go to the next level, please. It's all okay. So again, just build, build, build. Well, the next lot of dupes is up, but I don't fancy any of them, so yeah, gonna skip those. How are we doing up here? Oh, we've got one cargo bay in. Oh, and we've overfilled the fuel tanks because, yeah. Oh, we're out of steel, are we? Oh no, I don't want to make those out of ceramic either. We really out of steel? That should have been 307 like that one. But it got built while I wasn't paying attention. I was busy putting in all the automation. Ugh. Put that one in, deconstruct that one, and replace it with a standard obsidian one. It's a bit of a waste making it out of ceramic. Not that we're short of it, but I'd rather save it for the things where only ceramic will do. My microphone's going all floppy now. Okay. Right, so what's going on with the steel? Because I know we haven't run out of lime. No, we have 3.7 tons of it still. And we have 2 refineries. Worker and... that's waiting for materials. Right, it looks like I need to drop some priorities down on some of the other things, and that will make sure that the steel is prioritised. For example, refineries can go to 8. Now, let's have a look at our engineers and see what their current priorities are. Save game again, just in time for me to do something. Right, Engineer Rowan, so you're fabricating, supplying materials to the solid oxidizer tank, that's fine. Fabrication supply to kiln, well we can drop the kilns down now because we have so much ceramic already, it doesn't matter if we slow down with those. Right, what else? So, power supply to steam turbine, right, that's tweaking. So, power, fabrication supply to rock crusher, store coal, store. Right, okay, you don't. I don't want you guys storing as a priority. That's supposed to be when you've got nothing else to do. Right, that should tweak those a bit. Joshua, you are our base cleaner, aren't you? You're already skilled up, that's okay. Newbie Wren, yes, you can have your final construction point. That will speed you up at your constructing. Right, how are we doing on this now? Combat? Oh, have you got to that shovel at last? Still up there. Whoa, look at all that regolith movement. How much regolith have we got down there now? Wow, absolutely tons of it. And it's all sitting there at 300 degrees. Perfect temperature for being introduced to a regolith melter. Right. Still no steel. Do you know, that temperature is kind of acceptable now. I reckon we could get a transit tube in there. To here. Not any further. Could bring it down here. Wonder if you can get 2 transit tubes in there. Would drop some water in though, wouldn't it? So, okay, let's do some corner building. Kill all that water in there. Then corner remove them, and then we'll put some transit tubes in there, transit crossings, because I think that's cool enough to cope now. It's a little toasty, but certainly not. Deconstruct that. We just spit them out down there. Just come on, get that done, please. Oh, did I really run that gas pipe through there? Well, we can get in there. It just means I've got to break into it. We've got any filter on that. No, but it would get compressed into there, so it's not the end of the world. Okay. And I'll put a bit of ladder in there. Oh wow, there's a lot of hydrogen there. Oh, maybe that was a bad move after all. Right, hang on a second. Yeah, that's a bit of a mess. Right, we'll just get that little snippage. And we'll do the old gas filter trick, I think. Ugh. Yeah, I forgot about all that all that hydrogen I pumped out there. It's all compressed. Oh well, never mind. Right, get this built. We can seal it back up again. Right, so that pump's stopped now. Right, so we need to put the filter in there, which is the gas valve, and that wants to go out to in, so it's that way. And that wants to take the hydrogen out. Where are we going to... Oh, we don't want that connected at the moment. Where's our nearest hydrogen pipe? Oh, no, not over there. That's oxygen. Bloody miles away. Oh well, it's only temporary. Make these rods for my own back, don't I? Can we get through there and get to the... only if we put some gas bridges in. So that's what we'll do. Because I'm sure they'll come in handy later for something else. I'll cancel that combat because they're never going to get him, are they? There you go. He's going to just keep ducking under until I dig it out. Right, did I manage to save? Yeah, so there's no hydrogen in there, so... Oh, I used the gas shut off every bloody time. Every time. And I'm not alone. Everyone else does it as well. Brothgar does it. Francis John does it. We all make the same mistake every single flipping time. Right, so let's try again. Gas valve. And that wants to be out and in. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trap. Just going to reconnect this temporarily. And just trap a little packet of hydrogen here. There. Right, you can go. Don't need you anymore. You can connect that way. You, on the other hand, come to Papa. 1 gram. Ventilation, gas bridge. Oh, why is everything ceramic again at the moment? Never mind, it's all going to be scrapped. Right, so those bridges are built. Fabulous. So yeah, everything's set to ceramic, and it's not like I've been selecting, so it's just auto-selecting it because that's what I've got most of, I think. Right, is that set to 1 gram? I think it is. Yep. So, another bridge. If I connect that now, that will take out the excess. As soon as that one's built. Oh no, yeah, that's okay, that's fine, that's absolutely fine. Right, that'll filter out the hydrogen, and the sour gas and natural gas can go the other way. Whoa, 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 why is that coming back this way? Oh god, yeah, don't do that, for flip's sake. I need to put a gas bridge on to direct the flow, won't I? It's because I've got multiple feeds in from the other direction. Oh no! Didn't want to cancel that one, just want to cancel the overwrite. Right, so that's going in there now. Yeah, because I've got this feed in coming from the other natural gas plant, natural gas vent, it saw that white entry point and decided to use it. The hell? Oh right, no, it's just coming out of the overlay. Right, how are we doing for steel? 50 kilos, wow. Are we out of refined carbon by any chance? We bloody well are, huh? Oh god. I'm not having a good day, am I? Again. Oh dear. There's me worrying all that time about lime, which is the difficult one, and yeah, no refined carbon. Right, compostables, all. Organics, polluted dirt, and rock piles. Priority 9. Cool. Don't think we've got many of them. Polluted dirt, 64 kilos. Where does compostables come under? Four mealwood seeds. Oh, that's the point. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. If I select all the compostables, so because we're never going to use all these mealwood seeds. So if I get all the mealwood seeds sent over to here, what other seeds have we got? Balm lily blossom, fungal spores, mealwood, sporkid. Yeah, send all those over there, and then I'll compost them. They'll get put in there. I'll cancel the composting, and then they'll just sit there. All the ones that can will sit there and just rot. And then when they rot, they'll turn into polluted dirt, which we can feed to the... I don't think all of them will rot, but certainly some of them will. Oh, flatulent it would be, wouldn't it? Unconstructive, no good. And you're just mediocre. So, yeah, thanks very much, but no thanks. I can't complain because I've got two pretty good dupes, the last two, but you know, the last two offers have been rubbish. We're all out of slush now. Yes, we are, for 35 cycles. I wonder if that means the other one's active. Well, that's dormant for another 9 cycles. And that's just gone dormant from the looks of it. 49.3 cycles. Yikes. Right, let's just make sure these get filled and emptied. Oil wells are over pressure. They'll get done when they get done. I need an autoloader on that, don't I? Because there's no errand on that, so if I just put an autoloader on it, it'll just automatically happen. Probably need to make it out of steel though, not gold. Shipping. Of course, we haven't got any steel, so that's going to be 200. There you go, that's enough. Good, good. How are we doing for refined metals? Which have we got the most of at the moment? Gold. Yeah, very low on lead. Let's use the gold for now. As that's coming out of the volcano. One bit of pipe that needs doing, so we'll probably just need to put a ladder down there. Done. Right, that's fully fueled. That's fueled, that's fueled. Destination set. Yes it is. So I'll launch it, and now we should be able to throw the switch. Let's just check on this automation, make sure we got it right this time. Sending a red signal. Save game. Yeah, that's more like it. So on the plus side, this will work if it ever gets built. Right. Automation not gate made out of steel. There we go. And I need to run the automation wires, but they're not ready for that yet anyway. Go, queued that up. And I think we'll get them building this little lot as well now. Ah, we have a neural vacillator. So, who are we going to put through? Not a lot of point putting the astronauts in. I say engineer Nisbet. Actually, no, I'm going to cancel that. I'm not going to put Nisbet in it. Sorry, Nisbet. See if I can cancel it before we get there. Too late! What have we got? Regenerative. Oh, that's okay. With how... Oh my word. That's not good. Yeah. I'm going to have to deconstruct that and reconstruct it because they never seem to repair them. Teardrums. Oh wow. That's like 4 kilos in there. Oh yeah, of course it is, because I just deconstructed that. It dumped all its oxygen, didn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just dumped all its oxygen in there, and it's... If we look at the gas overlay, yeah. It's okay over here, it's just in this corner where I deconstructed that. Alright, deliver suit. Friday 9, please. Keep idle. Can't tell me there's nothing else to do. Look at all this. Oh, you can't get to it, can you? That's why they haven't been building it. Oh, God. Ooh. Would you believe it? This one's built first. But I still need to deconstruct that and reconstruct it to get rid of all that petroleum that's in it. But that very large canister of petroleum, 900 kilos, can be used for all this little block. Excellent. Right, and I'll disconnect the pipe this time because I'm bound to forget it a second time. Ah, that's better. Oh, I love watching them build these. Let's go for some laid back viewing. I suppose I ought to put the overlay back on, but let's get rid of the resources so we've got maximum view. So all those builder diggers that were idle are now going to just get stuck in big style. I think the last one I did a video of was when they were all in fast worker mode, which was on Oasis, but this one is just a standard build, so there's no fast worker mode enabled on them, so they're just doing this just on their basic training that they've had in this, just a normal set of jeeps. It's just such a pleasure to watch them build stuff quickly. It's one of the best bits of the game, I think, when they're building stuff really industriously. I think I've perfected because what I do is I cancel certain sections of the blueprint so that they can build it without getting trapped. But they do occasionally manage to, like they're working in here and someone will build this before they built the ladders, but it is rare now. If you micromanage all the build priorities, then that can help. So all these radiant pipes are going to be made out of gold because that's the material we've got plenty of. Copper is exactly the same, so if you've got more copper rather than aluminium, you can use or aluminium, not aluminium. Always use aluminium. If you've got aluminium, use it. It's by far the best in terms of non-space metals. It's only slightly less good than thermium. For heat transfer, but if you've only got copper or gold, then either of those is fine. They're identical. It's just not. Ooh, I've got a yellow alert. Insulated liquid pipe. I'll change that to a 9. I don't think that's because they haven't emptied these, isn't it? They're over pressure, and so the water's backed up. and it's only igneous rock. Definitely going to have to upgrade that. But these are on priority 9 and they still haven't emptied them. Unreachable. Why is it oh, that explains it. That random block of sand that always appears from time to time. Like the random block of snow or the random block of regolith. Telescope idle. You're going on break now. Tea break. Do we have any printables? I said I wanted another operator, didn't I? Super productive, which is okay. It's not the best. I'd prefer a balloon artist or a sparkle streaker, but with 7 machinery. Oh, let's do that. You are going to be Engineer Catalina. Oh, don't need to type in the Catalina bit, do I? Right. So, Camille, you can have your improved carrying. Catalina, you can have that. So you're level 1, you're level 2. And now we need to set schedules. And Catalina and Camille. Where's Camille? Camille? Did I already put you on one? Yes, I did. You're okay. Joshua's got the crap schedule. Priorities for Catalina: operating, digging, supplying, storing and tidying. Yep, there you go. And now I need to lock you in as well, don't I? Because otherwise you'll be running around in an Atmos suit doing tasks that you're not equipped for. Copy those settings to those two. Right, so let's just see where you are now. I bet you've already got yourself in an Atmos suit, haven't you? Yep. Just made it through the door. But you're coming back now, so that's okay. Oh, we've got some oxygen shortage there. It's coming through a bit slowly. Oh, that's right. I connected it there to re-oxygenate that level, didn't I, when it was rubbish. Still a bit rubbish. Yeah. Probably need to source some more oxygen for that. I suppose it's about time I made use of this one, really. This one, yeah, it's got 7 tons per tile in there. So if I put, this one's only sending out intermittent levels, so if I connect that to there and then run I then run this pipe into there, and then this pipe just seeing which one's feeding this at the moment. Doesn't look like anything's feeding that one at the moment. That's probably why we're short of oxygen. In which case, we'll deconstruct that. This can be deconstructed. Oh, who's made a mess? You trapped. Oh. Can't see anything in this overlay. Right, you're all trapped because you built all this up and you haven't built the bloody ladder. Ugh. What did I say? The only time they get trapped is if they build up the wall and don't build the ladder. Talk about tempting fate. Well, you should be able to get out now. Can you not get out? No, you can't. One more section. Build that and you'll be able to get out. Can you? No. Right. Cancel. Oh, I know why. You probably ran out of igneous rock. So if I build you a ladder segment out of mafic, you should be fine with that. Because you've got some mafic to hand, because I've just deconstructed that wall. There we go. Off you go, chaps. They get the mopping started because they will peed themselves. Right, where was I? Gas pipes. I need to stop this and think it through. Right, that's the feed out of the compressor. That's going to go to the oxalite refinery, and when that's replaced by the liquid oxygen, it's going to feed that one as well. And that is that pipe. So that can stay going that way. This one can come to here with a gas bridge there and bridge onto there. That can be deconstructed, and this pipe can go to there. That can get snipped. Meanwhile, we can snip that one. So that will pass that oxygen down to here. Now, all I need is for something to feed this one. which will be this once. Right, so they're charging up now. That's good. Right, fantastic. Okay, well, we're not going to get this finished this episode, so I'll throw that switch so that doesn't go again when it comes back. How are we doing on the research? Yeah, not ready for it anyway yet. Okay, we'll call that an episode there, and we'll try and finish it off in part 2. Hope you have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you soon.